Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Man, so I'm really glad that Spawner remembered that he wanted to just destroy the organization, the corrupt organization.
Hey,
right?
I'm glad we all figured this out just in time.
Getting rid of the old organization, it's just taking over it, you know? Right? Right? Like, oh man, look, I can't, look, the way that his operation was wrong. So I will do a better job because you can trust me, the most winning character in the series, to take over this alchemist situation, right?
Yeah. I'm just glad. Look, I'm just glad that we're finally seeing Cole Sprouse get more work these days. Because it's really I'm really glad that he's finally showing his true colors. He's no longer living off the sweet life of Zack and Cody money. He's really figured it out. He's back. It might be, some might find it kind of insensitive that he's playing someone not of his race, much to a Scarlett Johansson sort of style. You know, Ghost in the Shell. But, you know, he's embracing his inner weeaboo. He's truly a man of culture. He's here to reveal all of the famous occult stuff that we need. Okay? He's back home. I'm not sure that I don't think that the squinty eye thing and the jewelry is probably the best move, and calling himself Tachan, I don't know where he got that from. I don't know where he came up with this name. But it is a bold move for an actor to really take this kind of in-depth casting role, to really get immersive with their acting, throw themselves into the role. You can barely see Cole Sprouse, but if you look, it's Cole Sprouse. That's Cole Sprouse. Market.
Look, he's I think ever since he wanted to commentate on Smash Bros, he's like, hey,
well, now he's commentating on occult things that he's found.
Yeah. But yeah.
Turns out the world's fucked.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Kamen Rider Gotchard, episode 46. Black Astrology, Kurogane's Oath. Right? Look, Spawner's getting tired of it. He's heard everyone shit talking about the internet. Right? He knows, he's seen the records, the records, he's like, hey, I'm tired of this, right? Look, hey, now's my time.
If I can't lose if I say that I always win.
Right? And man, I love how they just introduce random grunt alchemy characters by the, I was like,
oh,
are we supposed to know who these characters are?
No, I thought that, I was like, is this that? You remember when Spawner had a rival named Bolt?
Yeah,
I thought that might be one of those guys. Nope, that character is just completely unused. We are never going back to that person.
Yeah,
we had characters
and a bunch of random alchemy students, that I guess have always been.
In my mind, Spawner deputized a bunch of civilians. Just got three people off the streets and told them, "Hey, you're an alchemist now."
Hey, you want to join my secret club? Right?
Yeah.
Oh man, I
promise I won't wipe your brain.
Every single character in the show now, right? I had to pause because I was like, man, who the fuck is this guy? When they open it up, I had to pause it just to read it. I was like, this character has always been in the show, right?
I did not remember that. I just went, oh, it's Cole Sprouse. That's crazy.
Yeah. No, yeah. I have to look. Apparently, this is the boyfriend of the girl from the Zoo Cute Vampire episode, right? That's who this guy is.
Oh, he's the asshole.
Yeah, he's also the editor.
Wait, so has he always? Wait, what?
He's he's not only he was the boyfriend of that girl, he was also the guy that was in charge of that magazine when we had the whole X-Rex plot. He transitioned from print media to digital media real quickly, if you think about it.
And real well. He went
from print
media to streaming. Yeah.
And now he's like, oh yeah, hey, by the way, I'm on YouTube. I'm on SNS now, that you can find me here. right? Yeah,
Yeah, that's wild.
I had to look all this up when I was reading about this character. Like, who the fuck is this guy?
So, okay, cool. So, also, I guess, were these random gangsters that assault children on the street also important?
Right, no. This guy just, looking it up again was just like, oh man, they're just remake all these random characters. Also, this character has done more as a foil, right? Or as like an insider character than Kajiki throughout the show. If you think about it, right? This is what Kajiki's character should have been from the beginning of the show, right? Not right, like this weird guy that's posting weird online videos. Hey man, you guys heard about Kamen Riders? My memory feels a little fuzzy all of a sudden, but like, right?
I keep getting fucked up, and I don't know why.
Yeah. Once again, it also goes back to my. I don't understand how the fuck this the alchemy power can also just all of a sudden find the hidden files. Has these files just always been on people's laptop and people just
apparently alchemy works really well with digital devices, I guess. Also, unclear as to why. It really boggles the mind as to how far-reaching the alchemy. Like, it is actually a really terrifying concept to wrap your head around, because if they're doing memory manipulation to the point of altering people's devices, that's fucking insane.
Right. I feel like they just have to work this in. Like, if we could have just ignored all this stuff, about this technology bullshit. Like, fuck this, just have the power just always conveniently goes out, right? That's why there's every photo. But the fact that they have to write it in, like, there's digital files of the Kimmy interaction. These always been here, right? This it's really weird how they have to work like explain this stuff in, right? Like, here's a bunch of people it turns out on your phone there's always been photos of Kimmy's, right?
Yeah.
Also, I like it takes out for Kyoka to come in to be like, hey, you guys know that black hole that just mysteriously appeared above
our
the
city? Black hole that's been that big purple black hole that's been spewing toxic black miasma and getting in everybody's lungs.
It's related to our situation. This isn't just a weird natural occurring black hole that's spewing toxic chemicals.
It's not just the annual black typhoon season.
Yeah, right. I like they ignored this thing. Like, this all coming and going. They just took this entire, like, if you think about this entire plot point, right, about people getting their memory back, could have been avoided if they just done something. But if only they had a Kenny, right, whose actual embodiment of abilities was a black hole to get rid of, right?
Oh, so they can't do. Boy, there's also talking about. Okay, we're talking about the possession of Kemmys. We gotta. Where's your dad, Rene? Where's your dad? Where's your dad? Go find your dad. He's still
in the lab. He's still working on.
We gotta let him. He's gonna show up at the end and be like, anyway, so I spent all this time off screen doing something. Okay. And now I've saved the day.
We didn't forget about you, right? You're the dual-tagonist of the show. You're the first ever secondary female writer, and we definitely did not forget that fact, And so here is your power-up in the. Boy, so according to Wikipedia, right, there's 4 episodes left of Gotchard, right? Gotchard is a 50.
That would be to believe. Yep, they're not even taking time off for the Olympics, it seems.
Oh yeah, no, it's crazy, man. Oh man, I don't know if you heard, but I feel like they're desperately trying to get, because I don't know if you heard what they announced, that they're gonna premiere episode 1 and 2 of Gav the same weekend as Gotchard's last episode.
They want to be done with this shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. When I read that, I was like, because they wanted. I'm sure this is just. I'm sure on the surface of this is a ploy to get people to go through the Toei Tokusatsu fan club subscription bullshit, whatever the fuck. Even though as far as we have found out, this is actually not a service. This is just straight up the YouTube channel, right?
Right.
As far as we can figure out, right? Like, this is not like a Netflix or a Disney Plus, ESPN, Hulu type of service, right? This is just straight up their regular YouTube channel that they're uploading this shit. I'm like,
well, that sounds like I got a fan club I can join.
Right, I was like, I I'm not sure how. I'm sure if you want to drive it, it's really weird. But yeah, I think they're definitely trying to. I think they wrote themselves out so deep into the show, like, oh man, we don't know what the fuck to do at this point, right?
Yeah.
Everything is just going on,
Yeah, everything is just happening. Speaking of just happening,
yeah.
so
Here's a bunch of middle-aged guy attacking 2 high school kids,
attacking 2 high school kids for their trading cards with metal bats, threatening them with violence because they want to use these trading cards for violence. And then, hey, remember that wrestler guy from that one episode? No? Okay, doesn't matter. He's back. That's not the important part. I want to get straight to. I need to get straight to a specific point. I need to get to a specific point. So, the Gotchard brothers, right? I get it, right? They're kind of. I see now. I can see now the value of Rainbow Gotchard versus Platinum Gotchard, where Platinum Gotchard is, in essence, Hotaro taking on, a completed form of Gotchard and just as a singular fighter. Rainbow Gotchard allows the Chemis to have the power too, and it makes the Gotchard brothers. It balances things out, especially when you factor in what we're doing with amalgams and the fact that they can just fucking pop back in randomly because the show fucking decided that's how it works. Yeah. But here's the thing. According to Nichigon in this episode, the powers don't work that well when all the cards aren't together.
Yeah.
Hey, Rine, where's your dad? That's complete bullshit because you've been using the powers. And not all the cards are there because they're with other people.
Pretty mad. I got pretty mad when Nichigon said this bullshit. I was like, I don't think this is correct.
Spawner has cards.
Yeah, Spawner
fucking
has
Rine has cards. Their dad has cards.
Yeah, the dad has.
I'm pretty sure that fucking Sabimaru and Renge have cards.
Oh man, hold on. Let's quickly. Because what is it? I think every week in the blog, right, in the producer.
Yeah,
blog,
they point out who has cards. I'm pretty sure it's been multiple times. Everybody else's the cards are equally divided.
I'm gonna quickly look at I'm not gonna look at this week's cards list, right? Let's quickly take a look at last week's episode 45 on who has cards. Right? So I understand the whole Tota Maker. He gets like all the cards, and I assume that Nichigon is saying, "Oh no, but replicate cards don't count." Right? Those are
sure they don't.
All right,
but that doesn't change the fact that Rine has Moon, Sun, Unicorn, Cerberus, the Bat, the giant robot, the giant mecha.
Boy, when the fuck does she get
pilots,
these cards?
Deep Mariner, Gorilla Sensei, Burning Narrow. Yep. Yep. Yeah. So
Right. And Spawner has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Spawner has his own 7 cards. Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It looks like there are 9. There are 9 cards that are just not even with a Kamen Rider. They're just with fucking Sabimaru and Renge. It's fucking insane.
Yeah, I do think it's with their like proximity. He counts them, right?
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Because hey, guess what? It's our favorite trope. Hotaro gets robbed of his fucking goddamn Pokemon cards again, right in front of his fucking face. Goddamn dumbass.
He does not have. This thing is not secured whatsoever. And the fact that anyone can just walk up to him while he's distracted. Right?
He's punching with the fist that has the cards exposed, and people are just reaching over and grabbing them off his sleeve.
Right, this thing is crazy how how easily he can just lose. I was like, oh, this has been a thing this entire time. I wish someone told Garyon, Gigas,
Yeah, you don't need. It turns out Garyon never needed to get the Kaito Terra or whatever, the black hole Pateratops, whatever fucking, what is it? Hold on. Hey, look, there's a perfectly good thing image list that I can look at. Where is it? What was it? The thing was not Kurogane.
Man,
this is not an organized list.
I don't even see Black Bahamut. Bahamut.
I found Kurogane. Black Hole is they are listed in Hotaro's possession. They are listed in Hotaro's possession.
I don't remember when he robbed the old man.
Robbed Rine's father? Yeah, I do not know. I guess he just went, hey, I could give them to my daughter, but I'm giving them to you. Once again, I have selected you over my own flesh and blood because I love you more, random child.
Look. You are the new symbol of peace, right? You will carry on.
Warp Terra. There it is. Warp Terra. From the second to the bottom row.
Yeah, I see it.
Right next to character. Right. Yeah. It turns out you didn't need to make Warp Terra to have this intricate plan to suck all the cards off him. You could have just grabbed him and shook him like he was owing you lunch money and made all the cards fall out.
It just turns out at the end of the day, Hotaro is still just a 16-year-old Japanese schoolboy. It turns out, right?
Yeah, who just wants to play with his trading cards, and you can absolutely beat the shit out of him to take them.
Right? He still has not. I just forgot that the first episode, the plot point of that episode is what do you want to be when you grow up? He still has not filled out that.
I don't know. Well, hey, that assumes that he gets to grow up.
Right? Yeah. I just think it's real funny how Galia just walked. I was like, oh man, this show could have been a lot shorter. This doesn't.
Yeah. Again, as was true with Jermaine, the other two Abyss Kings are way better at their job of being a villain than any of the previous villains.
Hotaro loses Venom Drake or where the fuck
Venom Dake, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, it got stolen. That powers down Ant Trooper and Wrestler G from their rainbow form. They go back to their shitty. It's like a Digimon when you go back from your ultimate and you go back to your champion, your base, your rookie form. It's like, oh yeah, it's like that. Okay, sure. Yeah, and then we just get this stupid plot. Was like, yeah, this is fucking stupid. I fucking hate this so much. Right? And then they run off. Right? And then, it's back to our favorite scenes involving Atropos, Boy, this scene is incredibly fucking weird.
Okay, so first there's Atropos, again, unaccompanied child, staring creepily at Rine, just being like, yes, hello. And then we get Atropos hanging out with Daddy Dearest, and oh no, I hate it so much. Please call the police.
This scene is extremely weird until I had to read the plots this week's blog, right? Because this scene is extremely awkward as fuck, right? I was like, okay, this is really fucking weird, this entire scene. I'm like, hey, Atropos, hey, I remember when Rine was a little girl, she would dress like this. Can you dress like this for me? And I'll read you this book. Right, I have to look this up. This is all lore. This is all stuff that is not explained in the show, but we have to read it on the blog to make it less creepy, right?
I mean, it's still weird. The only way that it's even remotely, and it's not gonna not be weird. The only way that it's even remotely kind of a thing that is like, oh, okay, I understand what it is that the idea is that Garyon modeled Atropos off of Rine, and that still is creepy, because that would mean that he found child Rine, took her DNA, and made Atropos, and that's terrifying.
Right. This has always been... Garyon's plan was to always go after little children, I guess?
Ugh.
Yeah,
you hate it. I hate it.
I don't like this. I don't like this, Man.
It's bad. It's scary.
Is doing this, while Galia, right, it's just like, oh yeah, hey, I'm gonna do my evil villain thing, Yeah,
right. There again, you could either work directly to the point, or you could work around the point through a veil of borderline child abuse. I'm just going to leave it at child abuse. I'm not going to go any further than that, but it's some Neverland shit.
Yeah, I don't like this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait for this to be over.
Hey, so remember how the alchemy school was hidden behind, like, in order for you to access this, not only do you have to construct a magic stairwell to go like 2 feet up in the air, right? You know, anyone can just enter the fucking alchemy, school, right? Yeah, sure, why not? Fuck it.
It never mattered. It didn't matter. The school never mattered to me anyway. We can just do whatever the fuck we want.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah, what was it, Tetched, I believe it's this guy's name, right? He just fucking
Tachan, yeah. It turns out if you just follow the clues that they've been leaving you, they will actually lead you to the promised land, and you will be able to find the alchemy headquarters.
Yeah, right? I was like, this entire scene is fucking dumb, and I fucking hate everything about this scene, right?
Yeah.
I was like, I admit,
they not only okay, so they also apparently don't have any. I mean, look, who knows what the rest of the entire infrastructure of this organization is baffling, right?
But it's fucked up, right? Yeah.
Clearly, they security has been completely eliminated. There's once Spawner's parents died, they had no one else to protect the base, and then that one dude that ran at Gigist, that old dude that got turned into dust, he was the last line of defense for the base, and he's dead now, so that anybody can just get in here, and once they're in here, there's nobody to alarm, not even stop them, alert you. The fact they didn't even have a ring camera to fucking tell them, hey guys, look, I understand.
Outside their door was crazy,
Yeah,
right?
You have all of these alchemical things, but you can't afford a fucking ring account? I don't know, man. I feel like that might...
Look, they can rewrite electronic devices, but they can't afford this stuff. They're like, oh man, this is too much for us, right? When we were able to manipulate a source codes and data, we were fine, but ooh boy, setting it up, ooh, that's a lot, We just, because remember, they're alchemists, they only know how to transmute stuff, right? They don't know how to install stuff, that's a completely different process
Clearly.
for them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they go in there and then they harass the group, right?
Yeah. And Spawner somehow doesn't just immediately choose violence. He just goes, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Mm-hmm. And then, hey, has he always had this motorcycle?
I was about to say, I guess he had a motorcycle this whole time?
Was this a
thing? Because we have to remember that Kamen Rider is a rider, and he must also have a bike.
He's always had these cool fucking gloves as well.
Yeah, I've got to say, once again, it really reminds you of how wasted of a character Spawner is.
Oh man, you know what they should have done this entire time throughout the show? Just have him wear the gloves and not explain it. Right?
I mean, fuck it, sure, fuck it. I don't care.
Just done that. Yeah.
He could have walked around with a big fucking helmet and not explained it either. That would have been great too.
Oh man, actually would have been great. He would just always arrive with a helmet, but they never show it.
Yeah, they never show the bike until this episode.
I was so confused when they showed it. I was like, oh. I was like, yeah, I guess.
But anyway, luckily, Spawner, hero to small children everywhere, sees a girl. First of all, stops because he sees a grown woman being harassed. Then realizes that the grown woman's being harassed because she stole a chemi, quote unquote, from a girl, and then it's like, no, this little girl got robbed from this woman for her stuffed animal that she made at Build-A-Bear, and all four of these people are fucked up. So it's 3 degrees of what the fuck? This is all insane and stupid.
Yeah. This entire sequence is just extremely weird, right? Because it's supposed to be a weird characterization of Spawner's character.
Yeah, to show that he's point, softening up, I guess, or something.
No, I think this is supposed to reinforce his idea of how chemis and human cannot interact.
Can never coexist.
Right?
It's definitely... Yeah, he's definitely, going... This is his, I don't know, Batman moment or whatever, or mm-hmm. This is his Avengers Civil War moment where he's like, we have to listen to the government, Tony, or
right, yeah,
Steve.
right? It's back, and then once again, going to back how this outfit has no security, right?
Luckily, the doll turned into almost a real girl. Not quite yet. Was barely able to fend off these people.
I mean, she wanted
but clearly not enough.
Kyoka says no. You don't.
Yeah,
don't
Kyoka said, "Let me bleed. Let me bleed.
Don't hit them with your giant blunt wrench sword.
Plastic wrench sword." Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it does have a gun mode. That would have been pretty cool if she had just was behind a sofa taking shots.
I feel like a lot could have been avoided. They just locked the doors, or something, right? I feel like if they realize, right? But they don't.
Also, how the fuck did they find Kyoka? It does, like, when she was in that original lineup, I was like, why Kyoka? I don't even understand why Kyoka. She's so tangentially, like, a member of the Alchemy Society that I don't think it's fair to even throw her in.
Right?
Yeah, it's like if they showed, like, the president's, any president's administration, and they showed head of custodial services, and it'd be like, I don't know that we need to get like the head janitor in on this and like count him as part of the cabinet. Like, there's certain people that are more important. Like, it's Secretary of State, Secretary of Treasury, Secretary of Defense, Jim Bob down in engineering. Like, okay, I guess we also have Sally Mae in IT. Okay, wait, IT. Okay, that's important. Also, managing snacks for the table is Chipotle. It's like, well, Chipotle can't have a whole business be a part of a cabinet. That's insane.
Right. Oh yeah, once again, now this is the tipping point for Spotter. Now he sees the realization of the errors of human ways. He's like, oh man.
Yeah, now he must commit to the bit. Now he's seen the true evil.
Now he knows that humanity cannot be forgiven. Right? This is the proof he needs that Kenny, and once again, this is like also the part that this is also barely related to the Kennys. Right? Like, they just found the existence of Kennys. Right? And then he uses as like, this is his argument, like, oh yeah, this is why Kennys and human can't exist. I was like, oh man.
Yeah. Not any of the other stuff.
I think people would have riot/destroyed this office if you had told them any other reason, right? If you said that there was gold in this fucking in this building, they would have rioted this building no matter what, Hey, if you had told me that there's a memory device that you could sit in and regain your memory from like your past life or whatever, right?
Or that there's also a device that you can use to wipe other people's memories. Hey, I'm looking at you, Tachan, the guy who caused a girl to go fucking nuts. Did he tell her to like kill herself or something? Fuck, I don't remember.
Right, yeah, right. I was like, Spotter's argument now for oh man, this is my tipping point. This is my Kennys and humans. Like, all right, but I think you're just looking for violence. I think you're just looking for an excuse, right? To be like, hey, to start a coup to take over. Right? Yeah,
but to be fair, he's needed some kind of excuse this entire time because he hasn't fucking done shit.
Right, and hey, I'm really glad that we get to see Platinum Gotchard, right, before the show ends, right?
Yeah, one more time. Bring it back to where it was good.
Right, and then it also occurred to me that I didn't realize that Nijigon as a card just had Gotcha powers. Like, oh, right, so that's right. It's not just a form change for Hotro. It can actually do something, right? I was like, okay, yeah. Sure, okay, yeah, you can, I guess Nijigon's, like, as a Gotcha card is just to nullify the other Kemis? Is that what it is? Is that what it's doing? It just says...
Yeah, I guess.
It can just nullify other Kemi's abilities, and that's it, right?
Sure.
Yeah, and then, hey, Spawner goes on live stream to announce his,
it turns out I'm... Hey, Insurrection, one more time. I'm the leader. I have immunity.
Hey, look, I hated the password. That's why I donned their old clothes. You know, I was like, hey, Spotter, hey, look, I get you hate the organization that got your parents killed, and then never told you that your parents got killed, and then told you.
And in fact, told you that they were alive and just on a trip, and you had to go live with this woman who's not related to you.
For the last 15 years, but I don't think you wearing the clothes of your enemy is a good idea, you know. If you're trying to uproot the system, you know, right? I feel like you're just going back to the system that you try to dispose of, you know, right?
Yeah.
Also, I love how he uses this to remind him that he's a super A-rank alchemist. Like, okay, this means absolutely
I don't know
nothing.
that this is the time to
right?
Come in and say that.
Saying that means absolutely nothing to the general public, you know, right?
Yeah, I'm a big
your alchemist society rules, you know, right?
Okay, cool, Spawner. I'm a pro duelist. What is that? I'm a pro Yu-Gi-Oh player. Ooh, wow. We're all saying special words.
Yeah.
Oh, we're using our fake names, huh?
It's really fucking weird, you know. He just I don't know. I think he was trying to humble brag himself, you know, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Right. And the fact that he says I need to dispose, like, all right, hey, Spawner, hey, I understand you don't like chemis, but hey, I want to remind you that what your power source is based on, you know, right? Like the reason why. You know, it's like, man, I don't think getting rid of the chemis is a good idea at this point. You know, I feel like you need the chemis more than the chemi needs you. You know.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
think the chemis would not care if they were to be obliterated or wiped from existence. You know, right? Because they're artificial beings. You know, that were created for like extremely vague and very specific purpose that can only probably be applied once in their life. You know. Right, I don't think they're worried about their lives as well as you're like, oh boy, I think you need the chemis more than anyone else, you know, right? Also, I like how Spotter is also trying to threaten everyone at this point. Like, hey, give me the chemis. I'll come and get them. I was like, Spotter is. No, I don't think you're in a position to be saying this, you know, right? You know, right? We look at if we look at the ever ongoing streak within the show for you. I think, boy, this isn't it, Spotter. This is I know you're trying to sound super cool right now, but ooh.
This is not the move.
You know, right? Yeah, right. Threatening everyone when you haven't won. Didn't Jermaine just throw a big rock at him like a few episodes ago? And he just
yeah, I'm pretty sure he got beaten by a rock. Got taken out.
This wasn't even a magic rock or like any type of infused negative energy. You know, like some super magic rock. You know, like Jermaine just
nope. He just got hit real hard.
Right, he just got hit. Rock throw is a powerful move. You know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and
hey, we finally gotten to the inevitability. It's another Reiwa's Kamen Rider series where we are shoehorning in the final hour a rivalry / face-off between the main two Rider boys, and fuck you, this is the laziest one yet. I thought K was turned to evil was criminal in Geats. This is by far the worst.
Man, see, the problem is, right, at least in Geats, it went from Michinaga to Keiwa, you know?
Yeah.
Right? I was like, and then Keiwa felt very shoehorned in, right? Because we already just...
But I mean, he had, like, an actual, like, reasonable trigger because of his sister and everything.
Right, this Spotter now just like, sure, man, right, okay, sure, Spotter, if this is what make you feel like a big boy, you know? Right, this is your moment.
Yeah.
Go for it. Right. Yeah, boy. Look, but don't worry. He has look. He has his dark flame energy that Gigas.
Yeah. Sure. And I guess somehow he knows how to use it.
It's relevant now. You know, he's finally got control. You know, wherever the fuck of his stupid energy.
Yeah. Sure. Clearly.
Bullshit. Yeah. This is big moment. You know, like, boy, I don't understand why we have to have like. The fact that we're in the last 3 episodes now, right? And we have, and the episode 47, right? Upcoming episode has to be dedicated to this fucking battle between Spotter and Ichinose. When and that's the thing, this has not been relevant at any point within the show, you know, right? Although Spotter has done is coded, told Ichiro say what a fucking loser he is. Ichiro's like, yeah, but I'm still in high school, you know. You're 24, you know, right? I don't know what
this is kind of a weird thing to go off on. Yeah.
Right, and like Ichiro has never made this like a big focal point for himself, right? That he has to fight Spotter. Or have like this supposed rivalry with Spotter, right? And I was Spotter like, oh hey, Ichiro's, we gotta fight. It's our time. This is our destiny, you know, right? This was written in the Alchemist book, you know, that one day, you know, where we're gonna fight, you know, right?
Yeah.
These I fucking hate these. Boy, man, hey, maybe the Tokusatsu fan club was right in premiering episode 1 or 2 of Gotcha of Gav.
Yeah, look,
the same day as Gotcha.
It'll just clear. It'll clear through everything.
All right. Hey, let's go through this week's blog post to see if there's anything relevant. I think there's a lot of.
Oh God. Apparently he's the Venom amalgam this week was from the driving episode of Dawn Brothers. Once again, I cannot escape this hell. Oh God.
Oh, what is it? Oh, let's see. Oh yeah. I forgot. We should have forgot about. Oh yeah, Galia also touched Renee's hand real weirdly. You know. Fuck.
She did. She did do something.
Yeah. Dude, we have 3 episodes up. Please do not set anything up. We should not be setting up stuff anymore.
It should be immediate payoff in effect. There's no time. There's no time.
Unless the only way that this stupid bullshit with Galia and Reed, like, unless the Hotaro and Spotter fight is within like the first 5 minutes of the episode, that Hotaro beats the shit out of him and Spotter learns the arrows, like, why are you still setting stuff up? There's 3 episodes left. Why? There's no reason for this now.
Yeah.
This is unhinged. What is it? Oh yeah, Garia dresses Outriples into Cho, renamed War as a child, and recreated the same thing she did with her father Fuga, right? Yeah, that's really fucking weird. I don't like that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess if it's true that Garyon is actually a puppet that Gigas made, and then he made his own dolls because he wanted to have children, but because he's a doll, he can't. I guess?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, now Spawner is a Kamen Rider who fights for people. But also, if you're not people, fuck yourselves. Cows, you're dead. Dolphin and whale, dead. Chemies, dead. I'll kill everything else, but humans get to live.
Oh man. And you're wondering what the Alchemist higher up were doing this episode? They just ran away. Fucking amazing. Yeah.
Look, shit happens.
Look! They saw that it was gonna go down, and they sold and ran. You know, right? They.
Yeah. Hey, look, we don't have to be here.
Right. Let's see. The conflict between Hotaro's ideas of coexistence and Spawner ideas of priority for humans was exactly what Galia saw and aimed for. Sure. Why not? Yeah. Sure. But once again, I have to remind that Hotaro also just stopped giving up on the idea of Kemi's coexisting when he no longer made a priority of it, right? I feel like Holter's idea of Kemi's just chilling out has never been really relevant. When they never.
I mean, he wants Kemi's to coexist with people, and by people he means specifically himself. He is a person, and he will have all the Kemis. He's collected all the cards. He's a Kemi master.
They're all his friends, you know. Look, these are all my friends, you know. I have 101 Kemi friends, you know, right? I get to hang out with all of them, you know. You guys don't, right? Sure. Fuck it. Yeah, sure. Have their conflict of ideas be relevant when both of these characters' conflict of ideas have not been relevant at any point within the show, you know. Okay, going back to how I think the show should have just been the Lilo and Stitch show, but live action since the beginning of the show.
Yeah, but they didn't do it. That's not what they did.
Yeah. Hey, look, next week. Next week will be Holtor versus Spawner. Spawner says, "Hey, we got to get rid of our power source. You know, the power is too great for any one man."
Yeah, I mean, ignore the fact that we haven't defeated the villains. We still need to get rid of all of them.
I want to. Hey, I just want to imagine what Spawner's plan is. Let's say he hypothetically defeats Ultron and he gets rid of all the Kennys, right? Is he then gonna suddenly remember that Galia and Garyon and Gigas are still in the picture? He's like, yeah, no, you didn't think that far ahead, did you? Now, Spawner, right?
Yeah.
Fuck. I want to see if I can find that. Hold on, let's see. No, shut up, hold on. Let me see if I can find that comic. Come on, Ruby, Sapphire, let me see if I can find that comic of, hold on, nope, boy, I can, nope, let's see, oh man, there's a lot of, boy, people draw too many comics of these two characters, I cannot find it.
Don't like that.
I can. I cannot find it within this short while. Okay, if I remember, I'll post it next week or whatever the fuck. But yeah, that's this week's episode. Boy, man, we're 3 episodes left of the show, and
we're at the end game. Please God help me.
There's the way they cannot resolve all this stuff in end game. Right? Right? They're oh boy, man, they have to look. I think they should just forget all this big planning they're doing, and just fight Doctor Doom. Just immediately go, hey, forget all this. Let's just go fight Doctor Doom instead. Right?
We don't have to. Hey, Doctor Doom never ran down 7 city blocks in New York after getting out of an Uber.
Right? Let's just fight Doctor Doom instead at this point of the show. All right. That's this week's episode. All right. Okay, thanks. Bye.
It is, I am a part of a company, as you know. I work for a company, as many people are supposed to do, I guess.
Mm-hmm, right. Hey, look, sometimes you gotta stay till 3 p.m. before you decide to go home or not, right?
Hey, funny that you should say that. Specifically, the term 3 p.m.
Okay.
So, Molly and I are there are very few times where Molly's required to do the traveling aspect of our job that we both work for, right? It's only for the really extreme all hands on deck sort of situations where we absolutely need all of our team to fucking go out.
We gotta get everyone in, we
gotta get the gang back together, right? Because there's a big we gotta pull off this heist with Danny Ocean, right? Now, when that happens, usually, it's something like, there's an election, and there's 7 sites, or, today, we did an election here in DC, and we needed a 4th person to run a computer and a scanner, because we wound up with 6,200 ballots that came through, and we wanted to go home at a time that wasn't fucking insane. Right? So,
you got to divide the workload.
So, the only times that Molly gets brought in, to have to travel, though, is when nobody else can go. And I won't say that nobody else can go, but I do think that there are some people who are absolutely dodging the draft here, because what's about to happen for us, you see, is...
it's a pretty big year right now.
It's a big year. But here's the thing. This week, and by this week I mean Thursday, by which I mean Friday morning. We are going to have to do an election in Miami that starts on Thursday and ends on Friday. Now, you might be asking, Tariq, that must be a big election. How does it start on Thursday and on Friday? Well, actually, that's only technically the truth, because you see, the election starts at 3 a.m. Friday morning, or Thursday night, depending on how you want to look at it, and ends at 3 p.m. Friday afternoon. So, that's a whole thing. But, okay, alright, so, hey, but democracy is important. We've got to unions need to have
democracy's at risk. You know,
democracy at risk. You gotta these organizations, they need to get their vote out.
Yeah,
Austin, what if I told you that we had to do an election from 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. in another state, specifically for a ballot an election that is purely online.
Okay.
By which I mean, we are going there to
count the online votes
no, we're there. We're going to go there with our computers, with a bunch of tablets that we had to purchase, and
boy, can you report? Can you put that to the company? You know.
Oh yeah, it's we'll get to that later. Sit down with 2 random people from the election, and for 12 hours, starting at again 3 a.m. in the goddamn morning, have people walk in, give us their name, we type it into our computer, and then we turn around a tablet and go, all right, vote on this tablet, when they could just as easily. This is literally the thing where this could have just been an email. We could have just emailed all of your members their fucking logins to vote online, and they could vote online. We don't have to come in person. We never have to come in person to do an online election. This is fucking lunacy.
Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah.
The added thing is, because Molly doesn't have a company credit card, so I have made it. I now have what look like a psychopath's, like I look like I'm embellishing funds. I look like I'm about to skip town and leave the company.
Have you been purchasing 2 of everything, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So there are 2 flights to Miami. We're sharing 1 room, but we're staying 2 nights because I'm at least gonna see my fucking family in Miami while we're there dealing with this bullshit. We already have work computers, but I had to buy enough tablets for myself to give to my work polling site, which is 3 tablets. 3 Samsung Galaxy tablets.
Okay.
And 3 Samsung Galaxy tablet cases. So I bought 3 of those. By the way, turns out Amazon is pretty strict on those limit orders to 3 sort of things. You gotta outplay the system on that one. Didn't make another account.
That's
just
really
waited.
weird. Okay.
But basically,
yeah,
I had to buy 3 whole fucking tablets. I had to buy 3 tablets.
Yeah.
3 cases. And then wait 2 days for the coast to clear and for the cops to get off my ass and go.
You know, right? Buy 3 portable chargers as well. You know, right?
I did have to. I bought 2 chargers that have and 3 cords, because the cords that they came with were just USB-C to USB-C, and I did not have a multi-port plug for USB-C. So I had to go get that. So I bought 3 of those for myself, and then 2 days later, when Amazon would let me, I had to go and buy 3 more and wait for that to happen. So why
couldn't I just switch to a different account and then pay with the same?
I didn't want to make enough because only one of these accounts because my actual account has the Amazon Prime.
I see.
So I got it delivered with Prime. I just want to point out, the things that I've ordered in the past 3 months. Looking at I'll look at the last year. Let's see what I've ordered for the whole year, because I haven't ordered that much. Okay. January 15th. Diver box for iPhone XR case. Shockproof, drop-proof. Okay, cool. I got a new phone case. Wrist widget. I got it for my mom because her wrist's all fucked up. I got some D&D minis, February. I got a bunch of airbrush stuff, February 28th, paintbrushes and shit. May 10th, some tempered glass screen protector, because the screen protector for my phone broke, so I had to get that. Makes sense. Alt Art Stratos. I finally decided to just buy.
Are you buying cards off Amazon? That's crazy. That's
I had $50 in Christmas money that I had gotten from Molly's family that I was like, ooh, free cards.
But still, I think at that point, I'd rather just buy. Hey, you could have bought sealed products with that instead. And maybe
I could have, but I just wanted the Stratus. I don't need anything else from Battles of Legend Collection 1 or whatever the fuck it's called.
Right.
Then I bought another D&D mini back in July. The immediate next day, 3 Samsung Galaxy Tab A9 Plus 11-inch 64GB Android tablet, big screen, quad speakers, upgraded chipset, multi-windows display, slim, light, durable, kids-friendly design, US version 2024, silver.
Wow.
And then delivered July 21st, Kodak case for Samsung Galaxy Tab A9 Plus 10.9-inch 2023 multi-viewing angles, all new PU leather smart cover with auto sleep wake feature for Samsung Galaxy Tab A9 Plus tablet. 3 of those. Then, July 25th, 3 Samsung Galaxy Tab A9 Plus 11-inch 64GB Android tablet, big screen, quad speakers, upgraded chipset, multi-window display, slim, light, durable, kids-friendly design, US version 2024, silver, 3 of those. And again, Kodak case for Samsung Galaxy Tab A9 Plus 10.9-inch 2023 multi-viewing angles, all new PU's leather smart cover with auto sleep wake feature for Samsung Galaxy Tab A9 Plus tablet. That was another 3. So it looks like so it's like small purchase, $540.
If you're being investigated, I would start investigating you for fraud at this point, right?
Oh, yeah,
if I was the government agent, that's assigned to this case profile, and I have to go through the search history of the serial killer, I'd be like, oh man, this is when he began his scheming,
It's like, no. I bought it on the company card. I was supposed to. I didn't even want these things, man. I promise. I'm literally holding them for somebody else. It's so fucking stupid. It's so fucking stupid. It's literally like it's been driving me insane this entire time, because this has been something that I've known that we'd have to do for probably about 3 months. It's been like on the schedule, and I've just been praying against hope. I've been, there's no way they're gonna really do this, right? Like, they can't do this, right? Like, legally, there's no way that this is gonna flow, right? And it's like,
the fact that the company made you do it on your personal account, like, hey, can you go to your Amazon account and buy it? It's like,
yeah, I mean, it all started. I mean, it's one of those things of like,
man,
my boss just.
Back to what you told me about your boss, who's an old man that likes to sleep in other people's houses. He was like, hey, do what do you guys have a Amazon account?
Oh my god! I mean, it basically was, hey, go. He went either. He said, I don't know, go to Costco and buy some tablets. I was like, do I have to go to? Why would I go to Costco? What?
Oh, man,
he's like,
I don't
know.
Does he assume every young people have a Costco card membership as well? You can't say
Here's
Costco,
the funny thing.
Right?
Here's the funny thing. Technically, my mom has told me that she did put my name on the Costco family account. I have just literally never bothered to pick it up because it's fucking Costco, and I'm 31, not 47.
I don't know, man. Costco's pretty great, right? You go to Costco.
I mean, yeah, but like,
I have my
Costco.
friend, every time they go to Costco to buy me a box of fruit snack for $15. I get like 90 pouches in that thing, or something like that.
I just don't need that much. I just don't need that much, usually. But and then it was just like, oh, anyway, we found some on Amazon. You can buy them for whatever amount. I'm like, I guess I'll just use Amazon. Here, take the company's money, Jeff Bezos. I don't care. This might be, in terms of the service provided and the money spent, the most uneven election. Like, in terms of the expense report that I'm going to have to file, that will be sent to this company, is going to be fucking insane. It is already well over $2,000 or $3,000, not in what we're being paid as a company for the service, just in expenses accrued for doing the service. It's hell. I'm in hell.